Okay guys, JJ's Transformer Reviews here, and today we are reviewing Transformers, the animated series, Shockwave. Now this guy is a quadruple changer. And this is also only the, I think, as of yesterday, the second video on this character ever at a LEGO. Yeah, so I am the second person to make a video on this last that I know of. But yeah, we'll show off the accessories first. I'm gonna remove this other pieces on here just for now. And if you guys hear something fall, sorry, I have my other later videos that I'm gonna be filming, have the things I'm gonna be reviewing on my desk right here. Just like over there some. So is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, so hopefully you guys don't hear anything fall. So this is Ultra Magnus's hammer. Okay, yeah, that is like moving the camera. That's really weird. Happens in some other videos I make as well, except they're not on this channel. So yeah, if you've seen Transformers the animated series, you'll know that Shockwave here stole Ultra Magnus's hammer. So I decided to try and build it out of Lego. Ooh, the camera's like following it somewhat. It's really weird. My point is yeah, it looks very accurate. Now I probably will be doing a tutorial on this guy at some point. Not today, not tomorrow. Probably sometime next week or so. So this piece right here just helps the hammer attach to the actual hand itself. And then this piece is kind of just like with the toy, how it turned into the crane and the gun. Yeah. So here's Shockwave himself. So if you've seen the show, you know that, he wasn't purple for a lot of it. He was gray and like blue and stuff. Now I can't do a purple version of him. It's pretty obvious why if you think about it. They don't make very many pieces in LEGO at a purple. I was able to get the Decepticon Insignia, but that's about it. I couldn't really just go do, like all the gray be purple. I'd have to spray paint these pieces or something, or get Sharpie all over them or something, or paint them. I don't know, something, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, he looks fairly accurate. Didn't take me that long to build. Most of my Transformers don't. They most of the time only take me like 1 day to build. I know most more professional people, it takes them longer. But this guy, he just didn't take very long. He's a fairly simple Transformer. Yeah, so, I mean, as far as articulation goes, I mean, his arms can twist 360 due to one of the joint. I mean, this little piece right here kind of prohibits it some, but it can happen. His elbows can go like that, and if you can, it can go like that. Same with the other arm, legs. And sorry if this review isn't the best. This is my first time reviewing anything. So yeah. His head rotates. That's about it. He's not the worst in articulation. I've made figures that are a lot worse. I mean, I've built probably 100 LEGO Transformers. I have quite a bit of experience. The main thing that stops me from making them is pieces. I just don't have the best range of pieces, and I can't like bricklink or get any more, so it really makes it hard to make a Transformer. So yeah, all you do to equip Ultra Magnus's hammer is you just open up his hand. You just stick the actual hammer stud, the stud right here. Oops, okay, I'll just have his arm off. So you just stick it right there. So that means you just do that. It does make it kind of heavy since his hammer is quite large compared to the figure. Now, the figure was like 5 times as large. It'd basically be like nothing, but this guy's wanting to fall over. So yeah, it's decent. I mean, this hammer looks accurate, and the other video on this guy, he didn't make hammer form, and that video was years upon years ago. That video is very old. But yeah, now we're gonna transform into Strong Arm Prime. We've already spent long enough on Shockwave. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is plug the head down. It was sticking up slightly. You're gonna twist his head fully around. Then you're gonna twist this section, which makes the black part on his head. You grab onto his antlers. You kind of just move them until it hits the correct placement. The antlers are probably the hardest part to do, unfortunately, because they are in between the two bulky shoulders, and they're quite spindly. They're quite loose. They're not very secure. But in order to make the antlers, yeah, it's probably just best if the arm pops off anyways. Let me see. If you're wondering what that red thing near his legs is, it's the Autobot Insignia, which we're actually going to take care of now. So then what you do with the Decepticon one, just pop it off of his chest right there, and then you just flip him back around, stick it right back in the same area, right there. So yeah, oops. And then we still have a few more steps. Oops. Okay. So first you're gonna flip these little panels around on his hips. You're gonna flip his legs around, forming the tread legs. And then you're going to take the hand. Okay, we're just gonna take off his arms that way I can show you. So you kind of fold that out. You kind of just lift it up some. It could be considered parts forming. Twist it around, place it back on, fold it under, and then fold the hand around like that. Or the thumb around so that way it becomes the hand. So that's how you do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and really quickly do it on this side as well. So there's Strong Arm Prime. If I said Long Arm Prime, I'm sorry. I accidentally keep forgetting what his name is. Yeah, I built this guy last night, but yeah, so this guy's pretty cool. He looks decent. My favorite mode of his is definitely Shockwave. The Shockwave mode. His vehicle modes are garbage, but in my opinion at least. So yeah, really cool looking. The back, there's no backpack, which is good. I mean, you could add this. This is still in canon mode, but it's that's just an example. I mean, that's about it. That could be considered a bit of parts forming. But yeah, and I'm sorry that I can't adjust my cameras on a very small stand that's also made of Lego. I know that might seem weird. On the other channel I was talking about, and oops, I accidentally forgot to place this Autobot Insignia on. Yeah, I just made a stand quickly out of Lego. Just that way I could have something as a stand, since I don't have just a normal stand. So yeah, it's not really posable. I mean, I can possibly move it down some. That's about the extent that I could do. I guess I can move it down. Oops. Yeah. So to transform him into tank mode, or we'll try and do crane mode, you kind of just fold up his arms like this. Fold down these, and then fold them down somewhat like that, kind of where they're facing at an angle. You twist his legs around. You just simply do that. That just kind of forms the base of it. So then you grab the cannon. You kind of just flip it out, flip it around, do that, and then there's the hook. So then you just set it right behind the Decepticon. It's probably most likely my room. It just filled up. And yes, I'm on an Android if you're wondering. So yeah, that's kind of what he looks like. Not very proud of it. You can clearly see his head. His arms want to collapse under his own weight. So that means he's not very stable. And then to transform into tank mode, first off what you do, you take these pieces on the side again. You just kind of flip those. You take the Decepticon Insignia, and you don't physically have to do this to make the design work, but it helps, just because the tank is his Decepticon mode, so I think the Decepticon Insignia should be on here, personally, in my opinion, and these should be where they were on Shockwave's mode. So then you kind of just flip these to the side, and now it is slightly too big, which means the pieces will almost slightly start wanting to come off, but that makes it fairly secure. So then you kind of just straighten it out. So that way it kind of just rests there. It can kind of float. Just maybe kind of get on the stud and then just do that. Just level it. And then you grab this, you flip this piece back around the high up piece on, you just fold it on here, you do this, and then you just flip this out. So then you just set it in the same place it was before. Just kind of fold it down. And there he is in his tank mode. Oops. Not very proud of this mode either. Basically just a tiny little change. But yeah, it's a decent figure. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this review. It's my first one. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Bye.